To start with our President, Leonard Yerkes, who's been a tremendous help to me.
Jim, I cannot compliment you enough. That when Jim said, I'd like to take this on, I'd like to do this reunion, as has been said, he has put in a great deal of time, lots of energy, and I just say thank you very much. My notes also say thank you to the classmates. Well, gracious, you've paid the bill? Sort of. Mostly Gordon has paid the bill. But you got yourself here. Ivy, thank you for marrying this guy and encouraging him to be so generous. I turned to my left during dinner and I said to Thomas, you know, you got a lot to live up to, and he said, yeah, I'm working on it. Thank you, Jim.
Secondly, I'd like to call on our great Vice President, Bill Marsh.
Good evening. I have the privilege of recognizing 4 associates of our class that are here. The first is Diane Flagler.
Here, here.
Second is Jane Kellogg. And the third is Madeline Sutter. And finally, Angelique Tatum. It's absolutely wonderful to have you here. It's really added to our enjoyment of the trip, and I hope you all have had a wonderful time. Thanks for coming.
We have a great treasurer in our class, Ted Bromley. He's been a treasurer for a number of years, and he does a great job. Please come up.
Probably the best news that you're going to get is I'm not going to talk about money at all. Actually, I have a delightful task, and that is to recognize our spouses, our widows, and all our significant others who have joined us for this great reunion. They have accompanied us, they've assisted us, and in many cases, they've entertained us. And we are truly grateful, and thank you so much for coming.
I'd now like to call on trustee from our class, the second one, with Sir Gordon Wood, Shelby Davis.
I think everybody will agree that the last week we have been spoiled. All we had to do is wake up, which I made sure we did, and show up. That's right. So we've been waking up and showing up. And we've been fed banquet style. We've been transported in luxury buses. We've stayed in luxury hotels. And we have just had a fabulous week. And I think all of us will join together in toasting the people who made this happen. The Hopewell staff, I mean, other than Ivy and Gordon, of course. But let's toast the Hopewell staff, the hotel staff, the guides, the drivers, and everybody else who's helped us wake up and show up and have the most fantastic week. Thank you, everybody.
You know, there's one other person I would like to recognize, or 2 others actually. This particular individual has done a tremendous job this week, but has done a tremendous job for about 16 months before in making this happen. And I'd like Eric Curie to come up here.
You made me talk. Once again, I'm speechless. Okay, thank you. Thanks to Sir Gordon, Lady Ivy, Mr. Thomas, who I have got this is such a big chance to be with you, all of you, so nice guys and ladies, to spend a whole week during the whole journey. I won't remember. I won't forget.
I've talked to a lot of you during the week, and what you all have said about our host, Sir Gordon Wu, is in unison, first of all. But there are so many ways that you all have said to me, and I know you will say to him how thankful you are to him for making this incredible gift to us, which has brought us all here. And I thought it might be a bit interesting in trying to think of what we might give Sir Gordon. I had one idea, but we haven't followed through on it, and that was to give him a 6-foot-high bust of George Bush. With a dart set, so he could throw them. And I've tried to think of a word or two to describe the Gordon that I've gotten to know here a bit. I think the one that comes to me first is authentic. With Gordon, it is incredible with all that you have done, how modestly you seem to take it. That's a wonderful trait you have, and I know when I get you up here eventually, which I will do in a few minutes, you probably would say, well, that's due to Lady Ivy. But I would like now to show you, Gordon, what your classmates and I, obviously, we wanted to give you something that hopefully you would remember this reunion by, and you would remember us. To Gordon Wu, in great appreciation and gratitude for your generosity, from the great class of 1958, the Hong Kong reunion attendees, February 24th to March 3rd, 2010. This is a beautiful, if I could say so myself, Botticelli sterling silver tray that we hope you will keep.
Message from the sponsor. It's great to really see a whole bunch of us. When I first met you, it was in 1954. We were very young, we were very enthusiastic, and we certainly don't know how the hell we'll end up. 51 and a half years later, here we are. And it's a great opportunity, a great occasion. So once again, I say welcome and thank you. Really, it's a great joy to see so many of us, to see really Princeton growing from strength to strength. It's due to the support of many people, parents, students, alum, and faculty, administrators, making it possible. And I honestly believe that Princeton has the strength to grow, really, and stay being one of the top institutions of learning. I'm very glad that I was able to provide some opportunity this time to let you people see China, Hong Kong, Macau for yourself.
Thank you.